Do, 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 do. Are we live?
Alive.
Hola, everyone. Anna,
Hello.
how are you doing today?
I am just fantastic. How are you, darling Alycia?
Oh, I'm Peachy Keen. You know me. Not OPP. No, we're not talking about that. Now that I know what that means, it's not me and OPP. Okay. Anyhow,
Have you had any
so
rain?
we did have sprinkles,
Ooh.
and we had a freeze warning. That was our
Oh.
excitement. So it usually gets cold, like 35. So that's like it gets cold at nights here, but apparently it was going to be super cold. So we got a freeze warning. And then next week we're back up into the 80s, sadly. And whatever weird allergy things going on right now, it's plaguing me and giving me headaches. So I hate it. Again, I hate living in this horrible land of the dirt people spot right now. But anyway, how is your weather? Are you getting snow, blizzards, shit like that?
We kind of did. We had a 60-degree day and it was beautiful. And
Mm.
then last night we had an ice storm and a delayed opening for school, but I'm not going to harp on it.
Ah, boom, boom.
See what I did there?
I like it.
Uh, hey, guess who's here? Beverly's here.
Beverly's here. Woo
Woohoo!
woo. We got
And Beverly
Diana.
wants to talk about Bob Saget. She's already throwing stuff down. You know what, Beverly? We were talking right before we got on. We were like, we want to talk about anything but Ukraine.
Yeah, talk about anything about that. But Heidi, thank you so much. Welcome from the UK. We got
Ah,
Diana. Welcome,
look at that. We
welcome.
got everybody filling in.
Yes. We got Celtic rune singer.
Hello, darling.
H-Men. Hola, hola. Sunshine. Hola, hola. We got Beverly. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Oh, Nancy. Hola. We got what is this one? Oh, that was Beverly's. Okay. And then I'm going through all the people's here. We got the Ava. We got the Apple. Kenya. Hola. Megan.
Hanging
Oh,
in Mexico. Hola.
hola. Wait. Gee, we'll likely see a mistrial due to juror. Is this new or is this old? I feel like this is
I'm
old.
looking it up.
I mean, I did not keep up on too much of the news today after I did my read on the Mr. Imhoff or Inhoff. What a weird name. It bothers me because there's an E at the end. But yeah, I think there's something about her. Seems like it's been quiet around her lately, hasn't it?
Been quiet that whole. Are we allowed to talk about her?
Well, I call her Ms. Maxwell. That's
Oh my
how.
goodness.
I don't know if that's the
Uh,
right code for her, but let me see. Is there something going on that I've missed?
I'm seeing something from January 6th.
Oh, her
That
middle
seems like
name
it was
is
like 6 years
Noelle.
ago, but it was like just a few weeks ago.
It's kind of funny because I'm thinking like we haven't heard Jack Diddley from her and that whole group and what they're doing over there. A day ago.
Oh
Says that
my.
juror may have lied. I thought we knew that. Why do I think I've known that? Did that come out before?
I don't know, but I'm a little disturbed that my haircut kind of looks like hers.
It's hard to say because that's a rendering. So,
So's
not
mine.
for sure. I wish I was a rendering. I was doing some thing for the I opened, thank you guys who have joined the membership here for my channel. So when you set it up, they're like, oh, yeah, put a welcome post for the members. And I'm like, okay. So I took a picture of myself to put it as like a welcome image. And I removed the background. And it like left me with this kind of a helmet looking hairdo. And I was like, that's really unfortunate. So yes, I'd like to be a rendering too at times. Oh, I like that one. Ava said Maxwell Coffee. That's what
I
we should
love
call her.
coffee.
I like that nickname for her. That'll work.
Okay.
So do you want to dig into some Maxwell coffee right now?
I think so. I think we should. Why don't we take a look at like what this number 50 was thinking? What was she thinking?
Do we know if it was let's see if it's an actual screw up or intentional. Because I'm like, All right, let's look into number 50. If this was legit screw up, let me first read because I'm curious. Is this a person like pretending they forgot something? One of the seated jurors, they may have lied. They were asked if they had been essayed.
Oh, it's a he.
Wait a minute. I swear, like, we've seen this dude and he's like a part of some other group. Like, there was a picture of this person before, I think. And somehow he's connected to some other group, I think. But I can't remember what it is. My brain's not working. Okay, well, let's just look into it. Is this person, like, lying on purpose? Because I think they did, to throw the whole thing. Diana, I am with you. I do not know why she is not kicking it with the pill bugs after now we have Jean-Luc is kicking it with pill bugs as well. You know, there's a lot of bugs to be kicking it with at this point, and she's not there, and it's weird. Although we could say maybe J.E. and Jean are not actually kicking it with the bugs. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're in a witness protection plan. That's always an option. But she's not in any whatever. So, Do, 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 do.
Getting in the zone.
Are you singing the AutoZone song? Because that's what's in my head.
We're so tuned in.
Like, why do I have the AutoZone song in my head? This is weird.
I'm sorry. Oh my.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Oh my God.
That was probably the coolest thing that's ever happened on our little show.
Oh gosh. Okay, so Beverly says he lied in his juror questionnaire. It's looking like a whole new trial will be the result. And then Ava is saying he does look familiar and also looks like baby Huey.
I'm not seeing a picture on my feed. I didn't get a picture.
There was a picture in the past. That's why I think I've seen this little thing. He looks like a little, baby Huey is probably a good name for him. I'll probably say something very not nice.
Oh, okay, there he is.
Seeing the baby Huey?
I'm not fond of that look. That nothing here and a lot here. Because it looks like John Candy in Who's Harry Crumb when he was the hairdresser. And my husband imitates it all the time. So what do you have there, darling?
Oh, I was trying to look at this guy up again because now I'm like, what does this guy look like? Anyway. Yeah. Okay. So looks like, I'm going to go with, there probably will be a new go at this again. Like a new trial, because this one I think is going to get exposed as intentional lying. Almost like this was what do you call one of those? It's not a mole, is it? But a person who's put in there intentionally, but it looks like, I think the intention was like, hey, let's have a mistrial and then we don't have to do this again. But I have a feeling we're going to do this again. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. What are you getting, love?
So I had to pull a clarifier coin on this too. So I've got that he was protecting the story. He didn't want the story to become another drama, not another trial, but another drama like in his life. There's a weird relationship with the abuser, for entertainment purposes only. This is only my opinion. There's like a weird, like, covenant is the word that comes in, like a weird covenant with the abuser that abused him. And it was something that he had worked through in therapy, that he had talked about, but he kind of like put it in a box, like wrapped it up and tossed it over his shoulder. And that's why when they asked the question, like, he just didn't want to like have all that out there to another person. Now he's kind of kicking himself because he knows he kind of did a stupid thing and he was trying just to keep things peaceful. I don't feel like he was put there to do it on purpose. But then I got this clarifier coin that's balloons, and the balloons are celebrate.
I think he's intentional. And now I wouldn't doubt that maybe this had happened to him in the past and he didn't realize that this is going to stir up shit, and maybe that would be hard with him to deal with emotionally. But I don't know that he's a total innocent. At least I don't see that on mine. I see like it's almost like, put me in, coach.
Yeah, and then that's what I have here, because I have that Queen of Cups in reverse for him, the Hanged Man, which is like, the Queen of Cups in reverse is like using your emotional story for a wrong reason. So like this would be the wrong reason of like getting the whole thing blown up. But the Hangman is how other people, so he was a good actor. If he was faking it, he's a really good actor, and he was kind of playing on everybody's emotions. And he wants to come out of this as the truth bringer. Like, I brought truth to all of this. But I don't think it's going to work. I think this is going to reflect very, very badly on him. And I think it is going to look like he engineered it and he did it on purpose. So kind of what I got.
Yeah. I want to see, like, where did this dude pop up from? Dude, I think he's like, he's part of the El Diablo team over there at the Maxwell coffee place. This feels like he's a friend of a friend, or I know somebody, or like almost like I'm gonna say I agree. I don't think he knew what he was getting into or volunteering for or whatever the fuck it is, but he got in there, and this was to jack with the results if they didn't go their way, like an insurance policy. But no, yeah, I don't know. Feels like he's if he's looking to like come out of this smelling like a rose, I think he's SOL on that one.
Yeah, what was the intention? Mercury moving quickly to stop everything, the whole event that was happening, and then the cornucopia so that they have great benefit from it. So
now I'm like, is he in danger, girl? However, Whoopi said that. I forgive that I'm referencing Whoopi, but I'm referencing the movie Ghost. Let's take her out of the equation of her craziness now. But I'm curious now if this is like, we made dangerous move here, and he's like really actually in danger from this.
I feel like every time we say Whoopi's name, we should say Whoopi.
No, then I'll have a nice connotation with her name. That's always like a fun thing to say, isn't it?
But if you want to have the name Whoopi, I think there should be some,
If this was the Newlywed Game, Whoopi had its own connotation. Wait, what was his name? It's not Bob Newhart. What was his name?
Crap. I can't remember. All I can think of is Paul Lynde because Greg and I made a Paul Lynde reference.
I love him. Oh my gosh. If he was still alive, I feel like we would be best friends, but then he would probably get us in so much trouble and I would probably just end up being a drunk in an alley.
It'd be worth it.
Maybe, but I probably won't have any teeth and I'll be pissing myself in a cardboard box. So I don't think it's really all that worth it. But maybe to spend a week with Paul Lynde, maybe. But the rest
I would want to be to the right of his square. In the squares.
I know. I was like, well, maybe I want him on top of me, but not like that.
No, if you were on the same level, he could like walk over and come into your square.
No, see, I'd rather him come down to my apartment, my square below him. Like come down to my place. We'll hang out. We'll have a smoke. Hey, babe. Yeah, we'll chit chat. You go back up to your place, and then I'm like surrounded by like Dom DeLuise and Phil Stiller or some shit. That would be amazing. God, I feel like I'm 94 talking right now. Okay.
Wait, I'm channeling Paul Lynde. I don't think he's the kind of guy that goes down for women. Oh, God. My husband rubbed off on me yesterday. Boom, boom.
We need sound effects on this thing.
All right. Is 50 in trouble? Is Juror 50 in trouble? We're getting crazy.
Yeah, we're getting. So far, let me see. It looks like he might be safe. I think he's safe. I don't think he's going to have any issues like the rest of their little group in terms like his safety feels fine, but he's going to have some scary. Like I think there's people who are going to scare the shit out of him.
Yeah. I have Scourge and Butterfly. So this is punishment. Change your story. The Butterfly is about transforming, or you're gonna be in one of those fancy permanent boxes, have a life crashing moment, and a full stop. No. So I think there's conversations about what could happen.
Yes.
What could happen.
Yeah, like for now, he's fine. If he goes along with them, it's kind of like, yeah, don't say too much, bro, or you're going to be out there getting yourself a collection of your very own pill bugs. So, yeah. Okay, so, Kat was saying, are we sure he wasn't planted? No, I think definitely. We think he was planted. But I don't think he realized what perhaps he was like stepping into. I think he was planted on purpose in case they needed a get out of judgment. And then he kind of didn't realize what he was getting into. What do you got there?
So, and for those of you who don't know, I'm using the Joseph Magi method tonight. Little bit of Magi in the house. So I've got 3 blackbirds, which is people talking, chattering, working together. But then we got the incubus, succubus, and the devil card right next to each other. Incubus, succubus, going in, little give and take, taking. And then we got the devil, which, I don't know. There's some sexy times going on that card.
Where, though?
Yeah,
I don't mean like where in that
for children. Huh?
Say where, like, that must be referencing sexy times of something, because I was like, she's in a jail, so I don't think she's doing sexy times.
Well, sometimes that happens. Jail can be fun, you know. You just got to get in the vibe. So, and this was all to strengthen their success at the end of it. So, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So let's see some of the comments. Planted by the jury, used like a lab rat. Perhaps, perhaps.
Yeah, he was used, but he's not going to come out of this as a hero. That's not happening. So, okay, let me see here. Let me looking at my notes. What else did we want to go on to? Because I think we've covered him, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's kind of interesting. I had no idea. The coffee company is going both ways.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that. Well, who is she? Who was the female partners on her dance card?
I think it was like everybody.
Now that's interesting, because then I'm starting to think about, like, oh, remember when Carol Radziwill from Housewives of New York was like photographed with her and she tried to play it off like, I don't really know her. And then I'm like, oh, is G the coffee company servicing all sorts of females all around the town? Is she with Housewives? Is she with was she hanging out with Fergie? Was it a Fergie and Andy 2-for-1 deal?
Let's go there.
Okay. That's like,
let's go there.
I feel like there's probably toes involved with that, but okay.
Mary Teresa Hughes, how are you, darling?
This is so interesting. Whoa. Of course, now I don't really want to picture Andy and Fergie together either, but well.
So many freckles.
Wow. I don't think they hooked up together in a group effort, is how I'll say it. I'm not getting a group effort together with them. Thank God I don't have to have that visual. God, please don't let your card say that they did get together in a group event.
No, but I do think that Maxwell, I think Coffee tried to get with Freckles. I think Coffee gave it a shot. I think that was a very attractive mark for her. This is Freckles and this is Coffee. So Freckles just didn't go that way. Like, that just wasn't her thing. It kind of grossed her out. She was perfectly fine, just kind of moseying along, doing her own thing. Coffee thought it'd be really cool and was kind of aggressive with her about it. And I feel like she gave it a shot more than once and was just kind of gracefully put off. But I also get the sense that, like, Fergie stopped taking her calls after a while because it was awkward. And, like, that was like a door slamming moment. So did that end their friendship? Let's see.
So I had a curious question of my own of, well, we know how the Fergster, how she's willing to, take money to be basically Andy's manager or do whatever. And I was like, gosh, if Fergie was down and out in Beverly Hills, would she have hooked up with the coffee company if she was going to get payment for it? And yes, she would have done that, allegedly, for entertainment purposes. But if it involved that she'd get payment from the coffee company, she is all for it. Not that she'd want to, but she would do it for money.
Well, I guess being a princess is not all that, or a duchess or whatever. Beverly just made herself a Manhattan. I love a Manhattan.
What is a Manhattan? I have no idea.
So, Gilded Age Girl just told me that I sound like Leah Remini. Other people have told me that. And then some people tell me that I look like Ashley Judd. And like she's a little crazy. So I'm like, I don't know about that.
Ashley
But
Judd.
no.
Huh.
Yeah. Maybe in person. I don't know.
I get
I
Andy
think
McDowell, but I think it's the forehead. I think that's about it. We have a big forehead in common.
you don't have big forehead.
It's for my big brains in there. Thank you,
Oh,
Beverly, for your sneaky snacker tax. Appreciate it. We haven't had
snacker.
one yet, I don't think.
Yeah. Where is that sneaky snacker?
We've got the box and we haven't had him pop out yet. I'm sure he'll pop out.
So all right, so
oh yeah, we probably
let's
do compliments.
Let's do the coffee trial and see see if it's gonna get flippity flopped.
Okay.
Ah, there he is!
Sneaky snacker. Well,
showed up.
I got
he
some
came
coins
to the
too.
party.
Sneaky snackers popped up. We have added to the box. Oh, our little bastard. Let's see. Oh. No, I don't like this. Wait a minute. I took that off the wrong way. That should go that way. Okay. Just checking here. My brain's a little off today. Let's see. That's so weird. Like, I'm getting, like, the way I'm getting it is like there's a mistrial, but it's, like, not rescheduled.
That's what I'm getting too.
Like, there's no retrial.
There's reconsideration here.
Yeah.
And then they have to go back to the drawing board, and then everything kind of falls apart. But they're still working on it.
Yeah, like, Garg! I don't like that. Let's see. Yeah, there's delay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're working on. Did you get? No, you got 8. I got 7 over here. El Diablo. Dude, are they just gonna like let this go? Like that's it? That's how this feels. This totally feels like meh. Well, we gave it our best college try. See you later, coffee girl.
Hang on.
That's effed up. Let me.
I'm reading for her. I'm gonna see where it's going for her.
I might bring out my other deck here.
That came out. Oh, bum 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 bum. What? What? So I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, in the middle, crossed by the Emperor with the Ten of Swords in the back. So right now, she's like feeling defeated and trying to get back, trying to gain some ground again. There's information that she has, like this is disclosure information. This is stuff that she can put out and put out.
Put out.
This is information that she can give out that is going to be her golden ticket, and she's got her sights set on success with a team. She's repositioning right now. She's holding back with with her count for entertainment purposes only, with her attorney's consent, she's holding back information. She's got names and places and things to talk about, and they've got her holding it back. There's a couple of relationships that she is going to blow up big time, but and I think she has some reservations about that, but that's what's going to save her skin. Looks like it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
That is weird. But then, okay. Then this brings me into what I was telling you about earlier, because she's connected to Mr. Spacey. Mr. Kevin. Paging Mr. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, you're going to have to preface all this for everybody.
Yes. Okay, so here's where I went down my rabbit hole. So every, not every day, most days during the week, I go on a little walk around the hood with my husband, and I put on my tinfoil hat, not for real tinfoil hat, just my, imaginary one. And I just bring up weird connections and talking in my, little crazy talk. I was thinking about this. So as I talk about, the Eyes Wide Shut group and all that kind of stuff that's going on in the world, I was bringing up the fact that Mr. Spacey, which we remember he got fired, I believe, from House of Cards because we found out he was doing some, we'll call them dirty shenanigans with people who did not want things done to them. And I think at one point he had 15 people accusing him of horrible behavior. Out of those 15 people, there was trace that are now kicking it with pill bugs. So that's kind of weird. But then I remembered he had that picture taken inside Queenie's castle where they were on those two chairs together, where Queenie and Prince Philip would sit. And one of the people that's now kicking it with pill bugs, who was accusing Mr. Spacey of doing some no bueno things, was married to a royal, not the royals that we know. Let me find the story so I can tell you where this person was attached. This one is Ari Ben, a Norwegian author and ex-husband of Princess Martha Louise. I don't know. Let me see. Who's Princess Martha Louise? She's some type of royal, and I can't remember where she came from. One of you guys will know. But I was just thinking, this is the way to wake up the eyes of all the people who don't really know about Eyes Wide Shut people. They don't know about like DS stuff going on, all that kind of shady stuff that's going on. I was like, because you're going to now, we'll be able to connect this to royalty. We'll connect this to politicos. We'll connect it to royal families. We'll connect it to politicians, like probably athletes. I'm like, all these people are going to get exposed and it's going to be delicious. Anyway, I'll take off my tinfoil hat off for a moment. Oh, that's too much energy to expend. Anyway, Anna. So. Oh,
he was Danish. Was he Danish? Or was... Oh, no, he was Norwegian. Sorry.
What did you say? Norwegian?
Norwegian.
It's like, is that what they call themselves?
You say Norwegian in Russian, Norwegian.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I've been brushing up on my Russian. Just in case.
Oh, I'm going to be screwed because all I can speak is Spanglish, and I'll just be like, see.
You'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
We'll get tracksuits. We'll be fine.
Tracksuits?
Tracksuits.
Because that's very Sopranos.
Yes, it's very
I could get a
Russian mob.
one.
It's like kill suit. So we got new people on here. Elle's on. Elle.
Welcome, Elle.
And we got Ava Anna and Kat H. And
Oh, yes.
Ava Anna thought that Spacey was code for Elon Musk, which made me crack up. That's awesome.
I was thinking about poor Elon today because I found out there was some article, I think it brought up his brother, and his brother had like a weirder name than Elon. I was all, wow, didn't know that was possible.
He has plenty of money. He's fine with his weird name.
Yeah.
Elon has a new girlfriend too.
Who wants to really do the dirty with Elon? I'm just asking. I know I'm not on that list. I'm not volunteering for that. If it came to the end of the world and it's just me and him and we have to reproduce, not happening. We die off.
You know what? I think he's like a lunch date for me. Like remember I said like Putin, I would like to have lunch with Putin and just kind of find out like, some stuff. I think Elon is another one that I would like to find out some stuff. But I have a feeling like halfway through the lunch, I'd be like, I don't even know what he's talking about. And I'm just going to have like another, cocktail and just get drunk at this point. So
You're gonna need more until I think, because I think he's gonna start talking about stuff, and you're gonna be tripping balls, and you're gonna want to be tripping something.
yeah, exactly. So
he talks about
Bev,
all sorts of crazy stuff.
Beverly, I'm at 675 subscribers. I got to get to 1,000 before I can start doing membership stuff. So I'm working on it.
Oh yeah, let me find your link and we'll share it.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. He's a one night stand and a free Tesla. I like that idea. I need a new car right now. I'm not looking forward to that. So, all right. So what is this guy's name? Ari Ben? I got to look at his picture. Ari Mikhail Ben.
Oh, there. Wait, where'd it go, dude? Oh my goodness. Oh, California headache. You're jacking my brain today.
I had a migraine earlier this week that was like crippling.
Yeah,
I thought it was my 5G.
Okay, I'm posting the link for your channel so everybody can go subscribe if they haven't already. Go subscribe.
Thank you, Alycia.
Because we want to like get her up there to her 1,000. We want her to break her 1K mark. And thank God she's past 666, because when that happened, I was like not having it. I was not happy with that. It's kind of like, no, you're not going to let them win. Okay, anyway, what's his name? Ari Ben.
Ari Ben. Ari Ben, the author. Oh. It's a weird reading. All right. What do you got there? Sugar plum? Beverly, you're good. Beverly's worried she's too chatty. She's awesome.
No, chat it up, baby. Chat it up. Chit chats in the comments. Give it a like too if you haven't given it a like. All right. Okay, so I don't know that it looks like he might have been struggling a little bit, but I don't think he was over here trying to vote himself off the Earth Island. I'm not getting that. It just looked like he might have been going through a rough time, and then it was like, okay, I'm fine again. And I'm like going back. I'm kind of in the dumps, and then I'm fine again. But I'm not getting that he was like, I think he had other things he wanted to do. So I'm going to say I don't think he had a hand in this. What do you got?
I don't think it was intentional. I think it was a mistake, but I agree with you that there was this inner battle of like being a jerk off, like being a total jerk off, and then being like super nice guy. Like he really struggled. Like there was like two halves of him. And it's almost like when he had to close the door, he just like didn't like looking in the mirror, like maybe was jerky to other people. he had a good brain, and that was part of his struggle, was that what was going on in his brain as a writer, as an artist, he was having trouble getting that out the way he wanted to. And he did have plans to do other work in the future. He did have other plans. But this battle of the self kind of took over, and he didn't have a great reputation with people around him. People around him really had his number, and they felt like he fell short of his potential, and that he was focusing too much on the stuff that um, wasn't going to be widely effectual. So it was like almost like, stop focusing on your art, and do something that is more concrete. So how did he die? I didn't even look at that, because here it's like, he had thought about it and he struggled with it, and then he was like, meh, like, I can't go on anymore. And then he was like, okay, I'm fine. And then bloop, he was gone.
Let me see if I can. It was December 25th, 2019.
On Christmas?
Yeah. It said, statement from his family said he had struggled. Okay, so they said he died by the S word, that he had struggled with alcoholism and mental health problems. In 2009 interview, he said he was chronically depressed and lonely. They expressed sorrow at his passing. Okay, so at least from the Wikipedia page, which we know is not going to be a bastion of everything we want to know, does not specifically say, except that it was his own choice.
So here, I just found something that said Norwegian ex-royal who committed suicide felt like a clown. Felt like a fool and a public actor for a year before his death. Blah, 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 blah.
That's what you just said in your cards. That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy town.
Oh, his ex was dating Gwyneth Paltrow's bisexual spiritual mentor.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Did they get a candle that smells like a cooch? Oh wait, is she the right lady? Does she have the goop candle or the dirty the cooch candle?
Oh my god. So yeah, it doesn't say, but I feel that it was an accident. He didn't mean to do it.
Okay, so
it was almost like, yeah, but he had thought about it.
Then let's check out the other two. So the first one, his name was Anthony Rapp.
Anthony Rapp, you're the next contestant on Dueling Tarots. Come on down.
He would, but he's kicking it with Pillbug, so there's a problem. Well, maybe he can beam himself down and give us the truth. He said Mr. Spacey made some unwanted advances to him when he was only 14.
Ooh.
Let's see what happened to him. Wait a minute, what is this thing? Maybe this one's not Muerto. Okay, let's get this article. Sorry, watch, Anthony's alive and she's okay.
For entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, excuse me.
Is he alive?
Yeah, maybe. I don't even know who wrote this. Is like confusing me. Okay, so Anthony wasn't actually the first person to make allegations. While Anthony was considered to be the first to blow the whistle on his behavior, another woman accused him of harassing young men first. Linda Culkin was deemed as Spacey's stalker, and she was even sentenced to go to jail for threats she sent to the actor at his work. But she also made allegations about what he was doing with the men's. But it says she was hit by a car in March. and she died in the hospital shortly after. But no driver was charged in the incident. So I guess I don't know why they're putting Anthony and her together in the same paragraph. This is why I get confused. Okay, but Linda Culkin, she apparently is muerto. So they never found the driver of the car.
And she's saying that he was inappropriate with her?
No, with other men. Like,
she was just like a witness.
Yeah.
Okay.
She blew a whistle on him. I know he does this stuff, and then she ends up getting hit by a car, and nobody found the driver. So I don't know what Anthony has to do with tea in China, so forgive me, because reading comprehension and this article on Distractify have me all sorts of confused.
Oh. Wanna be starting something, got to be starting something. Wanna be starting something, got to be starting something.
Is that Michael Jackson?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But I get songs playing all through my head the whole time I'm doing readings. So, like, hi, serendipity.
I do too. It's just kind of weird, but I was like, I'm not sure if that happens to be Michael Jackson or not.
Yeah.
They had a Michael Jackson figure, like a toy at the thrift shop. I was so tempted to buy it for my kid just because we do that all the time. We like make fun of his hee. So anyway,
so the reason I started singing that was because she's a little bit of a troublemaker, this one. So you go ahead, tell me what you got.
No, you got your spread out there. Tell me.
So I'm spread out
still
all
discerning.
over the place. So this was somebody who wanted to make a mark, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I know this is somebody who's passed away. If her family or anybody is watching it, I apologize. I'm just a tarot reader. So she wanted to make a mark. There wasn't much going on. She didn't have. It's almost like I don't want to say she didn't have a hobby. It's not that she didn't have a hobby, but she didn't have like a purpose, like a special purpose in life. And this was like an opportunity that she found out about, that she could like grab onto and kind of be the champion. And she tried to get it off the ground to no avail. Deep down, she was telling herself that her intentions were good. Out loud, she was telling everybody that her intentions were good, and really she was trying to do the right thing, but she was really looking for a bit more notoriety. She wanted somebody to like pat her on the back and say, "Oh, you did such a good job, and you know you helped out, and you're wonderful." But there were people who second guessed her decision, and that the information that she was passing on was not I don't not viable, but like not provable. Like there wasn't enough data behind it. There wasn't enough evidence, is what I'm looking for, that they could really kind of go forward with it. But she kind of kept hammering away at that. Now, as far as that, what happened to her, I always feel like people get hit on bikes all the time in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I asked about, was Mr. Kevin, was he a part of why she's not here anymore? And I don't get that, which is shocking the hell out of me, because I totally thought we were going to get like 2 or 3 he was involved in here. And so far we're 0 for 2. And when we check this last one, I'm going to be shocked if he's not in there. No, I get the same type of thing. Like, I don't know, like, this is like, oh my gosh, this is my opportunity, like Bright Lights on Broadway. Who used to sing that? Dun, 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 I don't know.
On
Whatever
Broadway,
that
on
song.
Broadway.
Like, I think she saw stars in her eyes. That's how I get it. Like, I don't know. Like, she thought she was gonna get some major fame. Like, this was her like, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close up. And she like, it feels like she might have thought of like there was some other way she was thinking about, like she's making moves and she wanted to figure out which way she could be making some moves. I do think Mr. Spacey or his people or associates or someone said, listen here, you don't know who you're effing with, so you better might want to like step back. But I think she was still thinking there was ways maybe she's going to get a payout or something, whatever. But with her going to the other side, that feels like a total complete accident. She stepped off a fucking curb and pow, done.
I got the world. It was her time. Like it was just time was up.
We are the world.
Yeah. We are the children.
Did Stevie Wonder sing in that?
He did.
Is Stevie Wonder really blind?
I've heard other people say that. Should we read that?
I know. Yeah, I'm curious. This is like such a kooky tangent filled thing.
It's awesome. Listen, everybody that's subscribing to me, thank you so much. We've got MD at 748
Yes.
who wants to donate through the super chat.
Yes,
Donate,
sir.
super chat.
Please do. Thank you. And you guys share it with your friends if you guys do that. I don't do it a lot. I shared a post the other day because I have a secret. Don't tell him, but I kind of have a crush on Richard Dolan, and I like his big brain.
Dolan?
Richard Dolan? You don't know?
I don't know what that is.
I shared a post of his. Like I've seen him on Gaia, and then he has this channel here on YouTube, and he talks about disclosure, and he talks about all sorts of other things, you know, kind of tinfoil hat stuff, but he's like super smart, and I just like the way he talks, and I like his brain, so I have a crush on him.
What, this guy?
Wait. Yes, but that's an unfortunate picture of him. Don't do that, because that looks like when I had that whole thing of I used to have a crush on Brett Butler from the Dodgers, and then like now if I look at him, he looks like the Crypt Keeper, and he's not hot anymore.
Oh wait, is that him?
I don't know. Where are these weird pictures coming from? I'm like, now I don't have a crush on him anymore.
Here, I think. How about this one?
But doesn't have the Mozart hair anymore.
I got to get back on my Gaia and follow some of his stuff.
He has like a new series on Gaia that came out, but there's another series he was watching that I can't say what that was about, but that was FFs, talking about FFs in history.
Oh, do.
So
yeah, SS Minnow.
Yes, SSFF Minnow. So I don't even know how we got on that subject. God, what the world is my brain going on? Okay, so yeah, we're doing Stevie Wonder. Is he really blind? Okay, that was our weird thing. Yes, Shannon. Oh, hi, Shannon. Please send me some of your bipolar weather. I'd love some real weather. I know everybody else that has real weather is like, shut up, bitch. We've had enough winter. We don't want it anymore.
Wait, Shannon, are you in the Northeast like me with this weirdo? I'm not gonna harp on it.
Oh. All right.
Indiana, Wonder. Yeah, we're in the same like swath of craziness. I think he's really blind. I think he's really blind.
I was just thinking about like if we actually had that conversation with him, he'd be like, what kind of question is that of you to ask me?
Dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know who started that rumor. It was an intriguing rumor. No, I think he's like just very like his other senses have become attuned. So to people like us that have our sight, certain things we're not going to notice because we haven't attuned like our other senses as much. But he's just really good at knowing he senses other stuff. He's in tune with his body and in tune with the world. He's like on a different frequency, or I don't even know. Would he be on a different frequency? Maybe.
I don't know. Do you know he played all of the instruments on Superstition, the recording?
Maybe I did know that.
Yeah.
What was that song George Michael played all the instruments on? I used to know that fact in my brain. Today, nothing's in my brain, though.
And you love him.
I know, he's my boyfriend. You know, it's so weird. I don't have anything from him. Like, you know how I have a piece of fabric from Elvis's something or other, and I have a piece of fabric from Marilyn something or other. I don't have a piece of fabric of anything from George Michael. I feel I need something.
I think you do too.
I do. I need to find out where I can get a piece of fabric of something of his that he touched.
All right.
I know.
We're all going to be on the hunt for that, right, everybody?
Yes, everybody keep your eyes out because, you know, I'm a freak like that. Okay. And then I saw it. Oh, yes. Gilded Age Girl, George Benson on Broadway. That's right. I had forgotten. Thank you. Okay, so Kevin Spacey. Oh, okay. So I need to know for the third accuser that we don't even know, I think is probably, I don't know, probably
it was a
anonymous.
John Doe. The article I saw said John Doe.
So let's finish off Kevin Spacey for 700, Alec. And was he involved in the third accuser's passing?
This Two of Wands keeps jumping out. That's weird.
I was thinking about it. Hence my Instagram post that came at an untimely time.
I don't know anything about this guy. He had an Instagram post too? All right, don't tell me.
I'll tell you after.
Oh.
That one maybe not so clean.
Yeah. He was in it to win it.
Gosh, I really wonder who that was.
What did you get, my darling?
I kind of get like this, like if I take care of this situation, a lot of my problems are going to go away. And that's going to make a lot of shit happy for me. And there's a certain level of like glee in like, I'm not going to say that I know all of the roles that he's played in his career, but this feels like there's a certain amount of glee perhaps in planning something like this and making this happen, allegedly for entertainment purposes. But so I might like put a side eye on this one. That's what I'm going to say.
I've got that for entertainment purposes only. He was actually attracted to the adult. He was actually kind of into it. Was a little bit complicated, but it was in retrospect. He thought that the encounter could yield something in one of two ways, either by being a participant and being promoted to a more permanent position, or by going the Shady McShadester route here. This tells me that there was this imbalance in the relationship, that he wanted the security, the permanence of it.
Who?
And
Who? Kevin or the anonymous?
The anonymous.
Okay.
And that when that got shot down, plan B became the pathway to prosperity or potential prosperity. And he kind of went into vapor lock and was just like, no, this is what I'm going to do. Like, he feels like he's like, do you ever pick up like a crazy kitten and it's just like in your hand? And like when he decided he was going to go forward with this and he was going to cash in, he was like a crazy kitten. And like people were trying to tell him, no, you got to calm down. Like, you can't do this. And he was just like, no, like frantic and freaking out that he was going to do this and he was going to exact revenge and he was going to do what he had to do and he was going to benefit from it. The people that were advising him told him, you have everything that you need. You have all your ducks in a row to go forward with this if you just calm the F down. And he was too vocal about wanting to set himself up financially through this. His punishment, he kept thinking punitive. He wanted the money. And then swoop, quick exit. All of a sudden was gone. Like,
Oof.
It was like frantic, and then gone. So now I got to look up what happened. You tell me, what do you got? How was I? How'd I do?
No, yeah. Like, well, see, I took it totally from like a different perspective because I was just kind of like, what's going on here? And it's like, it's coming more from Mr. S's side, not Sammy Sosa. Was that not Sammy Sosa? That wasn't his guy, his character he played in one of his movies, was it? No. Mr. Sosa. Sammy Sosa was a
Victor Sosa?
Maybe. That was a ball player, Sammy Sosa, I think.
You did not play Sammy Sosa.
I'm pretty soon I'll be like, yeah, remember when he played in some... No. Okay. Just stop. You don't know. Anyway. I took it from Mr. S's perspective here of I could pay him a lot of money, but I kind of want to punish him. And if I do this, and it's thrilling to me, like a turn on to think about planning. That's why I'm asking if any of his roles, did he actually like House of Cards? I know he was involved in the character demise thing going on. This feels like this might have been an excitement to try this for real life, and it solved a problem at the same time. There are some secrets going on, and that's why I'm saying that perhaps he might have been somehow... Someone might want to give that a side eye for that person's. Kaiser Sose. That's it.
Boom.
Sammy Sosa. What a ding dong. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. I might want to investigate that. That's how I get it. So
I'm not getting if he was involved in the exit strategy though.
Well, let me take another deck.
Wait. Whoop. Loop. So big mouth. Big wheel keep on turning. And then we got
shot through the heart.
Hey, did you know that Millie Bobby Brown is dating John Bon Jovi's son?
No, and that's not where I thought the conversation was going because I thought we were going to talk about Milli Vanilli. Okay.
I just found out my sister-in-law was hit on by one of the Milli Vanilli.
Which one? The cute one?
The cute one. The one on the left. When you look at the picture, the one on the left. She managed clubs way back in the day in New York, and one of them took a shine to her. She's spectacularly beautiful. So she was a model actually in Japan. So
now I'm trying to think which one's the one that's not here anymore. The cute one?
I think that's the one. Yes, I think that's the one. So
girl, you know it's true. I gotta look it up.
Yes, I just found that out. My sister-in-law just told me that recently. But she also got hit on by Matt Dillon, so like she's got kind of a
What's
list.
Matt Dillon doing now?
I know it was a long time ago. Like
Mm.
she's a grown up like us.
Okay, so Muerto Milli Vanilli, that's what I searched for. Not Muerto, but the other works. I don't want the tubes of the U to get me, but my search history is going to be a wonderful plethora of weird shit. Rob Pilatus is the one that is Muerto. Now I can't tell if he's a cute one because they put some random picture in there of him. Let me see. I need to go back in time. What's the other one called? Oh, Fab.
Samsonite. Fab.
I think Rob was the cute one. Oh my God. My eyes won't let me connect it here. I'm trying to figure out because the other one, he reminds me of someone I went to elementary school with. They're like twins. So crazy.
Oh. So Shannon said, does Anna ghost as well? What, like last week when you couldn't hear me? When I was like trying to communicate?
Or she might be asking if you channel.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. A little bit. I can. I've done that. Yeah, I'm not as good as Alycia, but like I do like what if readings and yeah, like with the cards I'll do the what if readings, but like when I just do the medium stuff, yeah, I can channel, but my method when I channel really is automatic writing, and I don't do that online. You guys don't want to watch me automatic write. It's kind of weird.
I do.
It's all spelled
I want to
wrong.
watch it.
All right, maybe we'll do an automatic reading, automatic writing one night.
Well, it'll be you doing it because that's not been one of my things that I've been able to tap into. Like there's other things I want to work on, but alas, I don't have enough time. But yeah, automatic writing is one of those things I've tried. I've not been able to get it going. Like remote viewing, I can kind of get that one going. Automatic writing, not so much. Scrying, haven't had too much luck with that one.
I'm terrible at scrying. And I have I have all these crystal balls here. Like I got my little octopus crystal ball.
Oh, how cute.
Isn't he so cute?
What'd you name it?
He doesn't have a name. At our house, we have an octopus in every room. So it's like Disney World. Like you have to find the Mickey. So at our house, you have to find the octopus in every room.
What amazing. Anime, not anime. I make
anime.
you guys, I like to merge your names together.
Automatic writing's really fun. I'm sorry, here I'm gonna pop up Elle's comment. Automatic's really fun, but like when you get into the zone, like your hand really starts to hurt, and like your handwriting, you're gonna have poor spelling and you're gonna have poor handwriting in it. And so when you go back, like sometimes it's really hard to decipher like what you were talking about. So it's really important to the octopus came from what do you call it? Hobby Lobby. They're readily available. I just spray painted them. So it's really important when you do automatic writing to record it too, because you're going to go back and you're going to go, I have no idea what this squiggle means. Like what did I write here? So it's yeah, it's pretty.
That's interesting. So when you're automatic writing, are you you could like verbalize what you're writing at the same time, or are you just totally just letting the pen write? And
no, I can verbalize it at the same time.
Because I was just thinking like maybe that would be if you recorded it, like you could just like turn on the recorder while you're also writing. So then if you went back to go like discern what a squiggle meant.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Because I know in the past when I've channeled, I wish there was a recording because those were times where I wasn't like there. And so I would ask people, well, what did I say? Like, what happened? I missed it. And then I'm thinking, well, I didn't get all the details. I know you're holding out on me. There was probably something else very important I wanted to know. And so that's like, but that was pre-days when you didn't just have like a recording device in your phone because you didn't really have a phone by your side when I was getting super deep into it. So it would be interesting to see your automatic writing.
Yeah, all right. So we'll set up a day that we do that.
Yeah, bust that out. Okay, so where do we want to go to next?
So let's go back to the comments. I know somebody just asked about a card. So Gilded Age Girl, the heart with the heart card with the sword suit, the three of swords. She wanted to know what that meant. So we'll do a little edumacation while we're at it.
Yeah.
And where is that trickster card? So that's like one of the hardest cards in the deck. It's it's a hard message. So the three of swords, threes are a coming together when you get to them, like in the numerology of the deck, the threes are coming together. So like the three of cups, it's a celebration, it's people coming together, it's having emotion, it's being excited. The three of swords is a coming together of your intellect and an abandonment of emotion. So what happens when we have this, it's a cataclysm, and it's points coming together, just like in the Rider-Waite card. So, and they are coming through your heart. So what's happening? It's a point of rebirth, and you're going into a four, which is a plateau and a stable ground. So, when you study tarot with the Tree of Life, 1, 2, and 3, the cards 1, 2, and 3 all happen in the ethereal. They don't happen on a physical plane. It's only when you get into like the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that you get into the physical plane. These are all concepts. 1, 2, and 3 are all concepts that happen in the ethereal. So with the One of Swords, you have the birth of ideas, the beginnings of things being cut off. With the two, you have decisions that need to be made, truths that need to be routed out. And then with the threes, you have the truths are actually creating some damage, creating some kind of an impact. This card can mean loss. It can mean abortion. No, we're not supposed to say that. Can loss of pregnancy in a variety of ways. It can be someone passing on to another realm. It can be someone taking themselves off the physical plane. It can be that. So when you get it in reverse, now you always remember tarot cards don't necessarily mean the opposite when you go into reverse. When you go into reverse with this, it's much better, and it's a healing card. You're starting to heal from the damage that happened. You're starting to move into that place where we get to the four, where things are solidifying and your emotions coming together. And the Four of Swords, of course, is the soldier that's sleeping or dead, depending on how you view the card. So it's a point of rest where you can kind of recover and get your act back together. Alycia, do you want to give your take on that card, just to round out my crazy lesson?
We'll just go with what we have here. Oh, like it is tarot. All right, here we go. What do we got? Come on, camera. Give it to me. Ding dong. Okay, it doesn't want to work. I'll have to read it to you. All right, so upright we have Three of Swords, heartbreak, grief, loss. Upside down, turn it around, forgiveness, recovery, healing, and apologies. And apologies, it always, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that Nirvana song, All Apologies. I don't know why I hear that in my head with that card. But anyway.
So
bye, Elle. I just want to say bye to Elle because she had to run.
Oh, sorry, honey.
See you
bye.
Soon. Sorry, go on.
So it can mean cheating, but it can mean the hurt of cheating, like the finding out about it and the pain about that. So,
alrighty.
There it is.
Oh, Annie is asking, how do these lives work? So we're just reading. So before we came on live, we thought of a few ideas we were going to talk about tonight. We talked about what did we already talk about? We talked about Kevin Spacey. Oh, we talked about G. Maxwell, the coffee lady, as we're now calling her. And we have some other topics, but of course, if you guys have some topics, things you would like us to read on, you can of course put it in the chat and we can look into it. Gosh,
we were purposely trying to stay away from the Ukraine and the whole situation there, because we figured everybody kind of needed a break from the intensity. but we can skim on it if you want.
Yeah, we were thinking we might skim on it, like kind of at the end, because that's a whole thing. Anyhow, let's see. What else did we have? We had
Brad and Angelina.
Brangelina. Now, Brangelina, you know the story about Brangelina, so tell me what as Famous Fortunes, Lord Famous Fortunes would say, tell me the juicy goss.
So, for entertainment purposes only, as you all know, they are a lovely couple that may or may not have gotten together while Brad Pitt was still married to another woman. So they have a French chateau in France.
Don't we all?
And it's, I believe, worth like 125 million American dollars. I think that's the number.
It's probably worth 250 million American dollars now. Go on.
It could be. They do produce wine there for commercial purposes. And Brad Pitt, they did split it when they purchased it, apparently, but Brad Pitt has been investing a great deal of money into it throughout the ownership. When they started the whole divorce situation, and I'm switching to another deck, by the way. When they started the whole divorce situation, part of the agreement was that they would not sell their share of the vineyard without consulting the other. And there was a like a handshake agreement about buying out. Oh, Gilded Age Girl got a good question. There was a question about them buying each other out. So recently, Angelina sold her half without consent to a Russian billionaire. Brad Pitt is decidedly very upset because now he has to either consult with this Russian party, or he has to sell his part, or he has to buy him out, possibly for more than he offered Angelina. So he is now suing Angelina, I believe, to stop the sale or to reverse the sale. I think that's possible. So everybody's asking about aliens. So we'll do this quick.
Okay.
And then we'll do an alien read.
So getting topless was not something he offered to the Russian, which he probably should have, because once upon a time in Hollywood, I would see it. What is wrong with you, woman? You watch all sorts of movies. I barely watch any movies. Oh my gosh, hotness.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, why did I do a pigeon cooing? That's weird. All right, so what are we looking into, Brangelina and their winery?
So I think what we need to look at, I'm going to read about the winery just itself, and then I'll branch off from there. I'm going to read the winery like it's an entity.
All right, then I'm going to just go looking into Angelina, what the hell her end game is, because this divorce is dragging on longer than War and Peace.
Yeah, I want to know who the shitbag is. Like, who is the shitbag here? All right, so real quick before I start looking at who's the shitbag in this divorce. I remember once upon a time I was like, I'm not going to curse on our channel at all. Like, I'm not going to curse. So the winery is doing well. It actually wasn't doing well. It's doing well now. There's still some hope there, but the cooperation with this third party is not really going to work out, because it wasn't forged in good faith, and they're not going to resolve it just yet. There's things that are going to come out in the future about this organization, this sale. I'm going to call it a sale. And the intention of this third party is to make something very different out of this vineyard. It's not really a cool thing. So I'm going to see. about Brad?
Yeah.
What do you have there, honey?
She is it's like I hate him, I love him. But not love him, but I want a piece of his soul. Like she probably should have got a vial of blood. It probably would have been cheaper than dragging this shit out. Cuz it's just like it's like I want to stick it to him as much as I can. There's also like a weird element in here that if she can put shit into like the gossip mags or whatever, any opportunity she gets to like slip something out there, she's all for it. So she's very Miss Marco, kind of like that. She's also just like she's tied to him
Oh,
and obsessive. Like it's weird. Like she's always here, like watching what he's doing. Like if you're not going to be with me, you're never going to have any peace. And nah. It's like she just wants to keep a piece of his soul with her at all times. It's very like New Orleans. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but it's just weird.
so when I was in LA, I had heard through the circles that I had experiences with that they did all their own PR, the two of them.
Oh,
Which is very interesting. Everything that was out because they put it out. So I think she's probably done that, and I do think that Ms. Markle has tried to emulate that. So she is all about herself. She's a narcissist 100%. What she's doing to him is not it's not well intended at all. I agree with you on that. She is a sole operator. She's a lone wolf. She should not be with anyone else. Look at all these upright court cards. We have Queen of Wands, Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Like she is just going to win at any cost. And then we got
El Diablo.
right there.
Mm.
Boom. So not really super high minded. I'm going to do a quick one on Brad.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but damn. I think that's what lures all the dudes in.
You know what I love about her? Her teeth. She has really great teeth.
I've never noticed her teeth.
I know. It's like such a weird thing for me to focus on, right? I really like her teeth. Oh, Beverly, sneaky snacker.
There's been no sneaky snackers. I thank you, though. I don't know what's going on.
Super chat.
We haven't gotten into any sneaky snacker areas, really, I guess, for a while. I'm sure they'll pop up here in a minute.
We're going to have to read about Russia to get that sneaky snacker to come up.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. Yeah, I think I noticed her lips. Her lips are intriguing to me. I don't know why that is, but
She made the career of many a plastic surgeon.
Oh man, now her dad. I don't think he has any good juicy lips.
No, her mom did a little though. Her mom and her brother did. They're all hers. Like, I don't doubt that they're hers.
Did her brother that she kissed? Does he have juicy lips? Oh,
he has big juicy lips too.
Oh my goodness, these dirty birds. Who was that song? Oh God, I was singing Hot for Teacher in my head when I was thinking about them kissing on the red carpet. Racy, racy, race. Stop it. Okay, yeah, whip it out on Brad. And then you have to definitely watch that movie. If you don't watch that movie, then I can't talk to you anymore because he's super hot.
Wow. Oh, poor Brad. Oh, poor Brad.
Oh. Bom, 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 bom.
All right. Let's see what you got.
Oh, I didn't even look at Brad. I was just going to let you go.
Okay.
With it.
So Wheel of Fortune. He is riding the Wheel of Fortune, unfortunately. He's going to be going up and down with this. It's driving him nuts. It's aging him. But he's still Robert Redford hot. This divorce is going to damage him financially, but he doesn't care. That's kind of the neat thing. He just doesn't really care that it's going to damage him He's like, fuck it, I'll go live, in a regular size house. He is into architecture, so I think, what like a regular house for him is going to like get decked out anyway. He's really burned from this. It's
Mm.
really burned him. Like he cannot believe what a viper she turned into, and that's the word that comes to mind is viper. I think that's how he refers to her. And
Mm.
how he got himself into this mess was by following the pants party. He's the pants party. He had a party in his pants, and
Have you
that
ever
was
heard that song by Fred Schneider? There's a monster in my pants.
yes.
I love that song.
There was a monster in his pants, and he did it. So now here's a neat thing: the page of swords I always get with electronic media, internet,
Yeah.
social media. Um, that I maybe there's some information coming out there, or he's starting to gear up to put some more PR out there to kind of bolster his image, because there was, I think it was Gen 007 that had asked if why he was suing her for the part of the vineyard. So like there's a little bit of complication there. So it's really, he's suing her to prevent the sale of her part of the vineyard. So there it is.
You
We
know
got a
what?
bunch of questions.
Yeah, well, before we go to the bunch of questions, let's make note for next time. I think we could go like doing some like crazy dive on her because besides the
Okay.
fact that, as Annie said, she's part of the Eyes Wide Shut crew, there's also like, I'm curious about like these relationships she's had, like what's been going on with that, like her past, her future, like these roles that she gets. There's that recording of her talking about taking part of certain rituals, I think, in the Eyes Wide Shut crew. So there's all sorts of stuff. So we might, at some point, we might want to do a deep dive on her because she's
Oh dear.
a kook. Okay,
Oh
so
my.
yes. Cat, the movie is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's the movie I was referring to. That's where Brad Pitt's like looking super hot. He goes like, there's a scene where he's working on a roof or doing some shit on a roof. Okay, so
He could make a sandwich on a roof. I'd watch that.
yeah, he's gotten better with age because I was not into young Brad Pitt. I was not. I'm
Really?
into
I loved the cowboy in Thelma and Louise. First time I saw that, I went, oh, who is that cowboy?
really. I was like not into him at all then. I don't know. Right
I
now, I'm
love
like,
that cowboy.
I think I like older dudes. Hence me and Magnum PI. Okay. Let's see. Where was our question? No, there was a question first about. Gotta scroll here. Alien update. Annie was asking about an alien update. Let's do a quick spread on where we are with the aliens. Are we getting disclosure? Are we pretending they're not happening for a while still? Let's ask for. Let's go next 6 months. Are we going to hear anything about our little buddies?
I'm switching decks.
Oh,
Going
yes.
all in.
Going all in on the full deck. Look at those powerful big hands to handle that. Mine would be all over hell and creation. I can't handle that many cards at once.
I'm like that big stony guy in the never-ending story. They looked like big, strong hands.
And here I am
No?
again, like, I don't know.
Nobody's getting that? The never-ending story? The big stone guy? He had big, strong hands? No. The nothing came.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I guess I've missed or I've put away and not access that anymore.
I'm gonna yell Atreyu. Atreyu!
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't. Next 6 months, I'm not seeing we're gonna get anything. We're still like discussing storylines at the moment. What the heck? Like it's almost like we're baking in the background. We're mixing formulas. We're doing something like the way this reads is like there's an ongoing dialogue. The way I would say there's an ongoing dialogue between humans and the aliens. Humans and the aliens, the humans, the powers that be that have regular contact, whatever you want to call it. They're having meetings.
Ah,
Oh,
pretty
fuck.
guy.
So mine is like, we're like, this is not a storyline we're ready to get into quite yet. We're holding on to it. That's how I'm getting. Like, it's not coming in the next 6 months, according to these cards. You've got some other weird shit.
So this is the first time I ever did a Celtic cross with your deck. This is a little weird.
That's weird. I've never done that.
I just did it. I felt led there and I did it. So I got that there's organized crime with the reptilians in the middle. Okay. So that's our home base here. The fire is kind of rebirthing the whole idea. And party guy over here is
Forefront.
sort of our end game here is to clear cut this. Okay. And so we've got market manipulation, which is actually what is at everyone's head. That's all what they're thinking about right now. And they have the flex with the celebrities. They're gonna involve celebrity in all of this. So right now we're gonna keep everything status quo, but the goal is to have this secret space program, this subterfuge. I love that word. They don't want to regret it, so they're kind of holding off on it. And here is what I think is going to start happening. I think instead of the alien show, I think we're going to get the supernatural show. I think they're going to start pushing. I don't know about all these lovely people that are on here with us. Everyone's into some of this weird stuff that we're into. It's becoming more and more common. The same thing that happened after the Spanish flu. Everyone started to get into spiritualism. And I think they're going to use that to their benefit. I think they, capital T, know that there's this whole trend of spiritualism going on. And I think they're going to counterpoint with that. I think they're going to use that as their new subterfuge.
Check out the big brain on Anna.
And they're watching this show right now because we're the only psychics that are doing this on YouTube.
Yes,
I don't care if someone says someone else is doing it. We're the only ones that are doing it this way.
We're doing it right now. We're doing it our way. I don't know if Guinness is coming to put us in their books, but okay. So let's see what else. Oh, Anne showed up. Hey, Anne. See if I'm looking through the questions. Oh, you're right, Gilded Age Girl. She offed her snake. Talking about Angelina and her secret recording of what she was doing in the Eyes Wide Shut crew. So, oh, how much longer for corn pop? Oh God, that's like a never-ending thing, huh?
It really is.
I wonder if he eats all the ice cream like over there at the senior living center, or does Nancy Pelosi, does she bring in her ice cream truck? I'm just wondering, why doesn't she have like an ice cream truck that goes around San Francisco? But she doesn't really live there. She lives by DC.
I'm doing the eyebrows.
I can't do them. It looks like it looks like I'm experiencing something uncomfortable.
Clearly, I can't afford Botox.
Oh, I almost had a Sister Wives Robin face, though. The grumpy.
Oh. We're having fun. No grumpy faces. So, so do we want to do corn pop? We want to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good with timing, but we'll see.
I find tarot's very not forgiving with timing. It doesn't. even like with all the timing data on the cards, like when you look it up, I just feel like it's not great with timing. It's like, next season.
I think it's weird because the way I look at it, and somebody had asked me to do a private reading, and they wanted like a specific time, and I'm like, I'm not going to do a reading for you where I have to give you a specific time, because time in the other dimensions is not like time here, and time, like, shit just kind of happens on its own time. So I'm not going to be doing that. But we can see what's up with him. Yeah, let's go next 3 months. Or should we even just go a month? Let's go a month. He's kind of in a fluid thing.
I was going to say, I think with all the insanity that's going on, shorter the better. So next month, I think, is a good time frame.
All right, let's see how March Madness for the corn pop, how that's looking.
Oh, yeah, it's almost March.
Yeah, time's already flying, man. El Diablo.
There we go.
Oh, corn pop, if you're new here, that's the person who's up there at Casablanca in DC, the resident up there. Corn pop, some people refer to him as the El Presidente. Is that your puppy that doesn't like anybody barking?
Yeah, I think I might have to step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, so let's see. President Potato. Puppy! I heard puppy. I don't know if I missed a chance to glimpse at a puppy, though.
No. She's upstairs.
All right. I always have this when we walk around the neighborhood. I say hello to all the dogs, and then I was having a conversation with a bird today. So I like to talk to the animals in the hood. So with corn pop, let's see. I'm surprised he doesn't have any sneaky snackers popping up here. Shocking. It looks like he's gonna be trying to smooth some shit over next month. So, like, it looks like he's dancing in some dog shit, but it also looks like he's trying to smooth shit over and trying to make it nice, like Dorinda on the Housewives. He wants to make it nice, and he's gonna be. I don't know what he's going to be doing, but
here's Raven.
Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Hello.
Sorry.
Puppy's like, why is the lady in that screen talking to me? Hi, Raven.
Oh, she can't hear you. I got earbuds in.
It's just me talking to your dog in your ear, and it's like you're like, oh, this is a weird pickup. Okay. Anyhow, I don't see him going anywhere, sadly, so he's still living up there, but it looks like he's been dancing in some shit, which we know he's doing. He's going to try and make it nice. There's a lot of money issues, though, popping up around him, so there might be some, like, topics about some dinero being raised about him, like lots of dinero being raised about him right now. Which isn't shocking, but it looks like that might be why he's dancing in the shit. That could be it, because of the dinero.
Is that the 8 of Wands?
Yeah.
That's the 8 of Wands?
Yeah.
So I've got him kind of stuck in this shit for like the next 2 weeks. Like he's just kind of
dancing in the shit.
I think I stepped in something. So oh, thanks Gilded Age Girl. She is a bad dog. she just fell over.
Is she drunk?
No, she's fat. So he's got some bad stuff behind him, and he's kind of freaking out that it's going to come back to get him. There was some indication that he was going to be in trouble, but he's going to regain his position and the position of his bozo son. So there's something going on with that. Like restoration or recovery of reputation. That's what he's worried about now, but it's going to come out okay. Then we're going to get into some weird stuff. The last couple, I did like 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So
Okay,
we're going to
can't
get
see
into
4.
What's that?
I can't see 4.
Oh, wah.
Okay.
Maybe he won't either.
Hey!
So when we get into that third week, this is Angry Joe right here, and this is him being tough guy. So the magician card, even though the magician card's a really positive card typically, I also get like the magician has so much at his disposal and has so much flexibility and so much power that he sometimes uses it wrong and does the wrong thing. And like this can be like a player, like a really good looking guy that has a great job and he's really young and he's got a great car and a great place to live and he's like living his best life. Like this is a guy that like sleeps around. So this is like Joe making some dumbass decisions.
Well,
But this is him
we know.
angry and letting his emotions get the best of him. And then when we get into that fourth week, he's going to need to rest.
I
And
need a nap.
I need a nap. And he's going to have to reflect on what he did back here. So I think the fourth, I think we're in for a weird ride for March. I think he's going to keep that tough talk going on.
I hope
Tough
he's not
guy.
going to be whispering anymore into microphones.
But that's the plan.
I hate when he was in the microphone.
Oh, we
Oh
all
my
do.
gosh, can you imagine? That would be the most hilarious. Like, if somebody could get him and Pelosi back together where they could like have like dueling, not dueling banjos, but maybe dueling dentures or something where we can listen to air whistle and chompers chomp, and maybe even the hyena could come in for a cackle on, every fourth beat. I think we could have a really bang up special hee-haw band.
Gilded Age gal. Will we never be rid of this moron? I don't know.
Our Isaacs, maybe the whole world will need a rest after the fourth week. That's for damn sure.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. We're all going to need a rest because he's already like on my last nerve for this month. I mean, he's just redonk.
Well, I have to say, I'm going to bring up the Russian thing because I do have to go in 10, 11 minutes, 12 minutes. So my favorite quote was when he was questioned about whether the sanctions were going to be enough. And he said, mind you, while actual war is going on, well, you have to see what they're going to do. You have to talk to me about it next month. So while actual war is going on, we're going to wait for the slow grind of the sanctions to finally take effect. So
the message is coming from a pony, and so we have to wait for news to come via the messenger pony. That's why things take. Remember when he talked about people turning on their phonographs or some shit? I don't think he's realized about technology yet. So there's that. Or what was that other thing he did on his campaign? He was like saying something. I don't remember what it was now, and I have to watch it. It's like text Joe, and it was something weird. Like it wasn't.
50.
So he's waiting for the Pony Express to give him a message on how all of his efforts are going. So all right, so our last time here, we'll dip our toe into the Ruskies. what do you? I'm gonna look. I had made some notes for myself about what I would want to look into. Because there's so many theories going on about what's really going on, and that's a whole other story there. But I want to look at, is Pootie, as we nicknamed him last time, is Pootie a liberator or an aggressor? I think that's where we should look. Yes, we're going to circle round to that. Maybe that's what he's waiting for, the pony to circle round. Circle back, girl.
Isaac, we didn't do Courtney and Kurt. I unfortunately have to jump off at 8:55 exactly.
Yeah, she's got to jump off and go off to do some chores. But she's not going to get ice cream.
We'll do it another time. Maybe we'll do like a punk rock night, and we'll do like Sid and Nancy, Kurt and Courtney, the guy from the El Duce who died on the train, who allegedly Courtney tried to give $20,000. Yeah, there's a whole thing.
Yeah, a whole soaked in bleach night. That would be kind of interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, nighty night, Marie. All
Good
right.
night, Mary Teresa.
Do 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 do.
Was that the Banana Splits?
What I was singing?
La 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 la.
Oh no, it was not that song. It's like a dumb song I've made up, an amalgam of other songs that I don't really know. It's just kind of like the music that happens in my head when I don't have another song waiting. I'm going to take this from the way that I'm getting this is in time. Like he feels like he's doing a thankless job here. That's how I'm getting this for Pootie. He feels like he's doing a thankless job here. He's kind of out here on the cold. Like he doesn't have a lot of backup in terms of support from We Are the World. Whatever. If there's somebody offering help, it's not the type of help he wants. And he feels kind of like he's dealing with like whatever he's trying to communicate is not getting through. Nobody's listening to him. It's like either like getting lost in translation or the message like, no good connection here. Can't hear you, bro. Anyway, at the end of this, he thinks he's going to be seen as a liberator, not an aggressor. But right now, that's not what's being seen. The other story as aggressive Pootie is being seen here by my cards. Anna.
So I'm going to disclaimer this with, I was on the fence. I did a reading the other day about it live when the hullabaloo started. And then Alycia and I had a talk about that perhaps this was theater. And she kind of gave me some ideas. And I said, well, I don't know. Like, really? Like, I just feel like I know a lot about Russian history, and I know the sense of the empire has always been an issue with them. So doing this reading with him as a liberator or the bad guy, the reading is absolutely leaning toward him being a liberator, Alycia. So I know, right? Like And to be sure, I think he's an amazing leader. I think he is an extremely gifted statesman. I think he's an unbelievable actor. You're not in the KGB for all those years and you don't learn a thing or two. But so in Russian, umaya yes. We got the Page of Swords, which is the bringer of truth. This is, bringing things to fruition, and we have the seven of contemplating what has been and looking at the way things have been bad in the past and moving toward a greater prosperity for all. So that's a very interesting perspective. Being tangled up and held back by themselves is at the root, but coming out of that, it's in reverse. So we're coming out of that. We're coming out of this caged adolescence. That's kind of the term that's coming into my mind, this caged adolescence, and looking toward the future, toward a brighter future. What really sold me on him being liberator, if you can see this, is I got my gaslighting card. He's gaslighting everybody. He's just telling crazy stories. Like, this is he is just really, he's putting on a great act, and he's got the right people are behind him. Not everybody knows what he's doing, but the right people are behind him. His fear is that the momentum is going to be stopped. He doesn't want the momentum to be stopped. But this is all done with good intent. He's willing to be the bad guy to get back to where everyone's on a solid ground. It's just a tarot reading, and he's willing to shake the whole world up to do it. This is pretty cool. Not what I expected.
No, I know, but I'm like, it's against the grain. But as I told you, and I told my husband, I said everything I need to know. Once Meghan and Harry said they were against all this nonsense, then I was like, wait a minute now. We don't need to listen to those pontificators of shit. So I think that's interesting. So we'll see. I mean, this is I'm firmly thinking that this is an incredible show we're watching. So just if you're like anxious about seeing the news and stuff, just don't look at it. Don't look at it. Take a break from it. Go watch something else. Go find Brad Pitt without
Once
a shirt.
Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm going to be doing that later.
Go watch that now. Watch him. Oh, you're going to love it. Oh, anyhow. So this has been great. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for you guys who have joined my membership. Appreciate it. Love you. And
those of you that subscribe to me, thank you. Thank you for helping me get to that 1K mark.
Yes. Helping Anna getting up there her 1K so she can have her membership, and she can serve you some virtual ice cream over there with her Nancy Pelosi impression. And we'll do this again soon, probably next week, unless something comes up. We'll be here, same bat time. We'll see what's coming up with that. Yeah. So with that, what are you shuffling for, Anna? What do you got a last minute message, or you have to read?
No, I'm cleaning them out. I'm putting stones on stuff and getting them cleaned up. So
it's like
cleaning up my messes. So this was great. This was a good read, though. This was a lot of fun.
Yes, this was fun. This was good, and I think I feel like I can have a good night's sleep tonight. I hope
we only talked about this much Ukraine too. This was good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Choot choot.
So I feel like I sang chin chin, but I don't think that's Russian. That's
no. Choot choot means a little bit. Choot choot.
Like, I thought we were toasting something.
No. No, that's oh, I can't. It's been so long since I've cheers with someone in Russian. I really can't remember it. All I can think of is "Здравствуйте," and that's saying hello. That's not how you say it. But
Well,
Whatever. I'll tell you later.
all right. All right, guys. With that, thank you so much, and have fun with your chores, and give your puppy a kiss.
I will. She'll probably bite me in the face, but thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
All right, guys. Bye.